The beach has always felt like home. It gives me a sense of peace, and it really grounds me. My favourite thing to do is to go paint on the beach. So my name is KAHLILLA Rigby, and my art style varies. So I do abstract and florals, which are more realistic. My grandmother is Scottish, and on my father's side we have a mix of Scottish, English, and then also Indigenous. So I am Torres Strait Islander, my mob's from Arab Island, and the way I suppose it informs my art is I use Indigenous symbols within my artwork, and also values that have been instilled in me from a young child from the Indigenous culture, which I try to put into my artwork and let it be seen. I think creating Indigenous art has been really important to me, as it's able to connect me back to my lineage. I think at times I feel like my ancestors are guiding my painting, and it's a way to practice a way of keeping in touch with my Indigenous heritage. So it's really important for me to be able to practice that. My mum was painting around me. She would paint little sort of like lanterns, glass painting, and she would paint silks. And so I just used to love painting with my mum, and that's, I think, my earliest memory, maybe 3. Inspiration comes from everywhere. Sometimes I dream up paintings, or I'll just be walking around, and it might not even be anything to do with what I'm doing, but it will just pop into my head. So I have different boards, usually from MDMS, and I'll have different paintings sort of either taped or pinned down, so that when I want to work on something, I can just pick up the board and put it on my table. And then once I'm finished with that, I'll put on a different artwork. So I'm always able to, I suppose, work with how I'm feeling and my mood. I think I particularly achieve the rawness in my landscapes, as I don't try to, I suppose, make the landscape more pretty than what it is. It really is. If it's a isolated tree due to deforestation, I'm not going to, I suppose, put all the flowers and like trees that don't exist. I really want to show what our country looks like and the impact of deforestation and mining the land. I can use art to express what I am passionate about caring for country, about admiring Australian botanicals. I always have like a little notepad, like a watercolor notepad, and watercolors, just like a little piece in my bag, so that whenever I get the inspiration, I can just paint. But I think my favorite places are near water, so the beach, but also the creek. I find my artwork to be very therapeutic, and at the moment I'm also studying a Masters of Counselling, and a possibility is combining that with art therapy, learning how to express how you feel through symbols or through colour. I think would be a really great way to sort of infuse the mental health with art. To express myself when words couldn't really capture how I felt. Using colours to describe a mood, or strokes to really describe maybe a feeling of boldness, for instance. Like a bold stroke would mean a bold feeling. Art is like my breath. I don't think I could imagine a life without doing art.